Yo, how's it going, folks? I'm back with another beta testing video for another boss, and this video is basically the penultimate boss, I think. The name is Diurna or Diurna, I don't know, I guess we're gonna just call her Diurna from now on, it's easier to pronounce. I'll say this right off the gate, the room looks so sick, I swear to God, and the boss is interesting, but so I don't know, I'm 50-50 on this, like kinda if the boss is gonna work as, you know, next to last boss. And the reason for that is because it reminds me a little bit of Kel'Thuzad. Like I don't have many, you know, kinda bosses going back, but it seems like it's another one of those bosses where the boss HP doesn't matter. So it's literally like Kel'Thuzad, and you just have to kill ads left and right, and on top of it, like you have an actual like weapon helping out, which I don't know. Sure, I guess there will be like somebody responsible for running around with the weapon, killing them, but that's more or less like a summary of the boss, at least on heroic. I'm not sure how maybe the mythic version will be like. They're just more ads. But speaking boss concept, it's an interesting one. I think I liked it. I'm not sure if it's gonna work. The execution needs to be good, so it cannot be cheesed, similar to how Kel'Thuzad was cheesed. And I hope there is a chance to avoid like the annoyances. So just quick comparison again with Kel'Thuzad, like months and obviously like tier after Kel'Thuzad, going back to doing Kel'Thuzad now, it's still annoying, like this way of like, oh, we need to kill this at perfect timing. I mean, sure, maybe it's interesting on progression, but then on farm, it's like a time sink, that boss. But anyhow, the specs, or should I say, like what I think should work on a boss like this is most people would probably think, oh, Giga Wii. But with that in mind, I would just, I guess, move forward a little bit to what was happening in the first bosses or the first pulls. So that's one of the very first pulls, and I feel like because we weren't sure exactly like how we're doing the mechanics of the boss, I've kept on seeing, oh, there's so many ads, but realistically each time there was like one ad, if we not do the mechanics properly, that will come, that's dangerous and requires like instant attention basically to be killed off, because the ads are doing certain spells and mechanics that are deadly to the raid. So I feel like Destro should potentially be good in the fight, but not what we're seeing here, which was like I just kept on AoEing, because once we figured out how to play the boss, here's what kept on happening. Like we're doing no damage. And first of all, we're not doing boss damage, but we didn't get to the phase where boss damage is important. But it's like, I'm trying to do... I even held here my Inferno, if I recall this pool, to do damage to the ads, but the ads were dying from the staff. And every now and again, there was like one ad that's important to kill, and we'll just, you know, havoc it. I also played the Mayhem, and that was actually the best pull that we had, which was this one with Mayhem. I'll show the walk in a second, but yeah, I feel like this should be decent on the boss fight, but then it's not really doing much like single target damage. It's gonna do to target cleave, but if boss HP doesn't matter, then we're probably better off with the spec that does more kind of like damage to the ads whenever we need, or this one specific ads. And it feels like the ads will always be on top of the boss somehow, like they'll be run to the boss or they'll spawn around the boss. And basically then my idea turned towards, oh, maybe we can try, you know, some of those mythic whatever M plus, or I mean dungeon builds of Demo. And I'll say it right off the gate, although some of it is very bugged, I feel like Demo performed better overall than Destro. The one annoyance, which I don't know if it's like hotfix or whatever, like I've noticed that in the... Let me check, is that the dungeon I did before that? I think so. I noticed it in dungeon, like the Axe stopped doing almost any damage whatsoever. So I don't know if it's bugged or whatever, but yeah, Axe was doing very little damage. Yeah. Anyway, I'll just basically, these are my like TLDR opinions. AF could be good, maybe, because you're gonna have constant, if you keep your UA, for example, and you do a lot of damage to the boss and you just cleave the ads with either Seed or maybe Rapture. I saw the tier sets, but I'll make a separate video on that. I think all three specs could be decent. It might end up being like a tuning thing, but so far I've been the most impressed with Demo. Let's go over to the logs and I'll perhaps, you know, just a little kind of information on the logs. So this is the best dash pool that we had, but I also, as I said, I feel like the group, we did not know how to actually like handle what's happening with the boss, because if you see how much rain damage I'm doing here, this does not repeat after, as I showed you in the details as well. But that was the best pool. I suppose on Mythic, maybe that's will live longer, so then this might actually become better, but on Heroic, everyone was just dying, like super fast. So that's why we made the decision to actually go and try Demo, which was the pool after, or, you know, dogs are doing like constant cleaving. I'm pretty happy with how Jesstalkers are performing. Now here's the one that's kind of interesting, or rather annoying. So I felt like this should be very good, which is the guillotine. These two are guillotine damage. And oh boy, was I mistaken, or it's bugged, or it's hotfixed? I don't know. It's currently not doing. It says it's doing 700 shadow damage on the 2-tip. So I feel like that may have been fixed or nerfed. Hard nerfed. Also, another problem is that for the guillotine to work, that should be stationary, and that's are moving quite a bit on this fight, and the rate as well is moving quite a bit. But regardless, I think I haven't tried this without the guillotine in the other pools, which was okay. This one was probably the best pool, but I was kind of alive with many ads being alive as well, so naturally, like, we kind of did a lot of damage. But that was a pool without guillotine, and Soulcleave was doing some damage. Yeah, it's not amazing, but it's some. And I don't know, Fostorm did a bunch of damage. Implosions, he kind of go down, was doing crazy amounts of damage. I think that's the pool where I tried without the aim boss. Bro, it's so difficult to check talents actually here. Demonic Meteor. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't have Big Imp Gang Boss here. Oh, I do. 1 point, never mind. But I've packed the Imp Mother, which is 2. This is the Hand of Go Down. Basically, proc that you can have 10% proc on the casting another hand. And that one performed pretty well, as you can see, obviously here. Hand of Go Down was doing quite a bit of damage. And the very last pool that we got the deepest into the fight, I think I stuck through not playing Guillotine because it was doing 0 damage, but also hand did a lot less. Here what I tried, if I remember correctly, is I tried playing Grimoire, yep, just for an additional, like, my idea was, okay, there are ads coming non-stop, like legit non-stop. And I'll get a bunch of implosions here and there, but I feel like I'll probably just even use this as a 2-minute, and I played Wolferts actually, so I can have more Tyrants out, like more imps, and use them to implode. But like, I was just, yeah. Main pet doing quite a bit of damage. Here's the Grimoire. Not as much, unfortunately, but yeah, I don't know. I was just trying to see if the Fellstorm, you know, just to extend, like, have a Fellstorm debuff on the packs. That was my idea. I mean, it performed decent, I would say. Nothing amazing, nothing too bad, but yeah, Demo seemed to be performing a bit better for this fight, at least for the Raytest team. But yeah, boys, that would be it for the log review and, you know, all of the kind of data and analysis, and I'll just plug you into the actual gameplay, and I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one, which should be coming hopefully today or maybe tomorrow because I'm a little bit busy, but yeah, I'll get the other one ASAP for you guys. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Something that Yeah, monks, you can test with Tiger's Lust.
Just TL that.
Or
TL someone else. TL someone else and DM yourself.
How many people did it go on to?
I
can just check that
quickly. All players within 50 yards is my guess. Based
yeah,
on the word.
Yeah, it is everyone. It went on. It doesn't look like that big of an absorb though.
No, it's small, but still adding an extra. How many people we got? 25? Well, almost 30, in fact. It's almost 1.8 million people. No, 100K.
Feel my wrath.
Right, so let's just try bringing all the ads on top of the boss then.
Lightning, hasten my brood.
Alright, and then staff's coming down.
Gale's fury. Brood to me.
One egg's gonna hatch.
For Aranog.
I'm outraged.
Bring forth my brood. Let the tempest be unleashed.
Alright, can we kill this dragon that's on top of us because he's just doing great damage? The one that's doing chilling tantrum.
Gale's fury.
The egg's about to go off.
Bring forth my brood.
Oh, love this.
I'm on mega lag.
Yeah. Lag.
For Aranog. Lightning, hasten my brood. I release the Gale's fury.
Yeah, I think we just need to drag her around the room until
Yeah.
we're like in range of eggs.
Bring forth my brood.
Is the idea to clear absolutely all of the eggs, or is the...
Yeah, I think that's when P2 begins. In the
right.
It's just like a debuff that she can't be taken below X amount of X, the amount of X.
Okay, we got flame totems, so we need to move away from those. We need to kill the flame bender, is the one that's casting them.
Your Broodkeeper calls.
So just hard nuke this flame bender because he's going to keep healing himself up.
Bring forth my brood. Let the
2 minutes.
tempest be unleashed.
Yeah, you definitely want to get the eggs that are trying to hatch. These nascent proto dragons are awful.
Do you have a link to logs somewhere?
Yeah, I'll put them in the Discord.
Can you tag them with the boss names? If not, like something identifying them, so it's easier to pull up later.
No.
Thank you.
Staff's up now, okay.
Just go the opposite way this time.
Yeah, sure.
Clockwise.
Has this staff still got another charge? Or
It sticks around regardless.
okay,
Right,
so same directions again.
Let the tempest be unleashed.
Get that juvenile.
For Aranog.
That was a shitty overlap with the stuff.
Lightning, hasten my brood.
Okay, one middle, one is outer, so... Yep, you've got that. Cool. Then we've got ads behind.
For Aranog.
Mages.
And let's drag the boss around some more. So same as you did last time.
Tempest be unleashed. Chosen, protect
someone else do inner because I'm dead.
Yeah, I did it. I did it. Okay, move the buff around some more. I just don't have enough taunts to taunt the boss and the ads.
I mean, the boss doesn't really need to be taunted, it's honestly more than manageable.
Someone get the inner.
Yeah, there's one in the middle of the room.
It's gonna pop. It's okay.
Pulverizing flame. Make sure to kill the one that's just spawned. The flame sentry dude.
Big Wix is just gone nuts on this fight.
Lightning, hasten my brood.
We're recovering.
I release the gale's fury. Clutch, your broodkeeper calls.
Okay, let's move around some more. Okay, we got these two eggs here. Ads coming in from the other side of the room. It's one dragon.
Lightning, hasten my brood. I release the gale's fury.
It's still recharging.
Someone got the inner. It's gonna pop.
Bring forth Aranog.
There we go.
Feel my wrath. Lightning, hasten my brood.
I'll do the one in towards the entrance.
Release the gale's fury. Brood to me.
First ads coming. They're back by moon.
Yeah, we can see them spawning before they.
Yep. It's gonna be a juvenile and two mages.
My brood. Let the tempest be unleashed.
And then we got Star. And then we've got I'll do the one in the middle. Here, you get the one next to us.
Release the gale's
Got ads spawning behind.
Stormbringer mages.
bring forth my brood.
And then where are these two eggs? There's one in the middle, and there's one next to us. I'll do middle.
Let
That's
the
stuff, there it is.
tempest be
Probably
unleashed.
just spawn for rally if
Protect your keeper.
needed.
Okay, move it to the next eggs.
Flame benders coming far away there with some mages.
Lightning,
I'll do middle. You do edge.
I release the
They
gale.
also have their own spawn animation, you can tell.
Okay, get on the flame bender, guys. Okay, where are the next two?
Forth my brood.
I'll do middle. Okay.
Let the tempest be unleashed.
Then we got mage, and earth reaver.
And my keybinds have just disappeared. I don't know.
Lightning, hasten my brood.
I'll get far.
Release the gale's
You get close.
clutch. Your broodkeeper
Far away ads coming. It'd be the nasty wave.
Rally here, I think. Yeah.
Move boss along.
Aranog. Bring forth my
Storm and a juvenile. Look at storm.
I'll try and get a double here.
tempest
See if this
be
works.
unleashed.
You may not want to do that.
That didn't work.
Bear in mind, every time you break an egg, it does damage to the raid.
Lightning,
This is a very intensive part.
Uh,
I release the gale's fury.
I'll get far. You get close.
For Aranog.
Anyone have CR? Or do we have a CR?
I'm casting.
I did it. Got 2 mages at the back, just full casting.
Bring forth Slaughterer! Let the Tempest be unleashed!
I'll go middle.
Brood to me!
I need a target.
Is this coming? No, it's too far away.
I don't think, yeah.
Lightning!
Flamebender.
Hasten my brood! I release the Gale's fury!
Get far again. See if this reaches.
I think they're both too far.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
lot of ads.
Yeah, timed
Got
out.
us.
Bring forth my brood! Let the Tempest be unleashed! Your
What was this wave? 2
desecration
mages?
ends now!
2 mages and a flamebender.
Slaughterer!
No, the Flamebender is already here. Yeah, we fell behind now.
Lightning! Hasten my brood!
They're too far behind.
I am a conduit of the your bones will butcher!
Oh, she phased on her own there. Did we get all the eggs? Oh, there's still 3 left.
Yeah.
So, time-based?
Bring forth my
This is 4:30.
Yeah. So, you have to make sure all the eggs are gone before then, most likely.
flows through me! Butcher! You will burn! Your
And she's still doing ads in last phase. Okay.
Using less for this one?
Could be because we hadn't killed the eggs, though. 'Cause
Just
ads
get
aren't,
him like me when you can.
ads aren't mentioned in Dungeon Journal for phase 2.
Is the Mistweaver dream not a thing?
I want to test something.
I might be able to get Star in before, which is the rest of the Druid, before this boss is done.
We'll save that. I'll always go to the furthest egg, and you do the closest one.
Yeah, sure.
That definitely felt smoother, that pull, until we...
Can't see the NPC anymore.
missed.
Can you summon me? Oh, there it is.
Just actually gotta quickly set up my keybinds, was kinda gimped.
Some pots in that cauldron if you don't have them.
Do we save lust for that ad wave, or do I just keep sending it on pull?
I think save it for when we start to fall behind on ads.
Sure.
Yeah, that Juvenile Storm combo is awful.
But yeah, this definitely does feel more like an end boss.
Yeah, it's a good encounter too, so far.
Because this is the penultimate boss.
Well, one of 2, because it's an end wing. You kill the 2 wings, and then the door to Razageth opens in the middle.
This is probably going to be our last pull.
Feel my wrath!
You can leave boss there.
Lightning! Hasten my brood! I release the Gale's fury! Brood to me!
Then first ad wave's coming in. Coming from Moon.
Bring forth my brood! Let the Tempest be unleashed!
Got one really far behind, I don't know. No, the staff didn't reach. Alright, we got 2 evolved ads.
Release the Gale's fury!
They're not particularly dangerous.
Yeah, we're fine here.
That Stormbringer though,
Yeah, it's on a moonkin.
his damage is gonna add up fast.
You get the one closest to middle.
Chosen, protect your keeper!
So, stop.
Flamebender wave spawning far away.
Lightning, hasten my brood! I release the Gale's fury!
Yeah, boss needs to be a lot closer to his exile.
Right.
Get that bender.
So, move it like quite far down.
Bring forth my brood! Let the Tempest be unleashed!
Two mages. The next wave is gonna be the awful one.
Lightning, hasten my brood!
Stun.
Release the Gale's fury! Clutch, your Broodkeeper calls!
One on the outside.
I got the middle one, sorry.
Nasty ad sets coming.
Bring forth my brood! Let the Tempest be unleashed!
What's that Stormbringer?
Is this the last wave?
Lightning, hasten my brood! I
Oh,
release
this is the last wave, yeah.
fury!
Here's the last. Look at that paint.
Nope, none of these are broken.
And there's some mages.
Bring forth my brood!
Shit, aggro.
Let the Tempest be unleashed! Brood to me!
I did not break that.
I think if you're like in a line, it kind of works out.
Flamebender.
Release the Gale's fury!
One ahead.
There's gonna be some mages spawning on us here.
Bring forth my brood!
They are.
Your desecration ends now!
Phases. In theory, no more ads.
Lightning, hasten my brood!
You got your blast it.
I am a conduit of the thunder! Chosen! Protect your
Oh, it's targeting random people here.
Ice fracture!
Yeah, so
Oh,
people need to run to.
it's root saw.
Bring forth my brood! The
Okay.
No more
storm's
ads.
ferocity
She's created 2 more eggs
flows
though.
through me.
Yeah.
So if you're targeted by the staff, break these eggs.
You will burn!
Neither. Good luck.
On progress.
There we go.
I am a conduit
Okay,
of the
there's no more eggs, so just kite the beams here. This is just boss now.
Freezing break! Your bones will blacken! The storm's ferocity flows through me!
I got it.
For
Don't stun me.
Eranog!
You gotta move.
Okay, there's a small overlap for...
You will burn! I am a
So this is the rest of the fight, so...
thunder's
Yep.
power!
But you have your soft enrage because she's getting more buffed.
Yeah.
The longer you go.
Ice fracture!
She's already at 60% bonus damage.
storm's ferocity flows.
No, she's at 75.